Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how I designed this poster by using the new Affinity tool by Canva. This tool is completely free for everyone and forever. We're gonna look at how to use adjustments and filters and blend the elements to create a poster design like this. If you feel the video is too fast, you can set up the playback speed to 0.75 or lesser. Watch the full video to get more insights on how to use the tool. Alright then, let's get started. And we are inside Affinity tool. To create a new document, we're gonna go to File and we're gonna choose New. So on the right, we're gonna choose 2 pixels. Size I'm gonna keep 8100 and height would be 9000. Let's click Create Document. I have the original design over here so that I'll show you step by step for clear understanding. Firstly, we're gonna create a rectangle. Before that, we're gonna switch to vector and then we're gonna choose rectangle tool. Then create a shape. Choose that and go on the colors. And when you click the picker tool, you'll have a color which you have chosen already. If you want to change it, you can always double click on it and you can change over here. For now, I'm gonna keep it as it is. So we're gonna add this anime image at the background. You'll find it in Pinterest. All you have to type is black and white anime collage and you'll find a plenty of options. You can choose whichever goes well with your design. Once you saved it, you can just drag and drop it in the layout and then increase it. Let's send it behind the shape and then we're gonna add a few effects for this. Choose that and go to adjustments and then we're gonna choose threshold. So we're gonna decrease it a bit so that the black is not added too much. I think this looks fine. And then we're gonna go to the filters. Let's choose add noise. Let's increase it until it gets that grainy texture. I think this looks fine. Now we're gonna cancel this. As you can see that the shape is not matching with the background. So we're gonna choose the shape and we're gonna add noise to this as well. Select the shape, go to filters, add noise. And then let's click and drag to increase it. Just make sure it's blending well together. Alright, now let's add the text. Let's choose the text tool and we're gonna type the text. We can hold the corners and drag to increase the size and you'll have a handle here. You can click and drag that to rotate it and then increase it a bit more. And let's choose a fat font which is called Fat Chubby Sans. It's a free font, you can find it in Google. We're gonna add the noise to text as well. So go to filters and add noise. Let's increase it. Again, don't add too much. Just keep it until it matches the background. Next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the image. So these kind of images you can find it in Google. All you have to type is model profile images. We're gonna remove the background over here. To do that, select the image. On the top, choose pixel and you'll get a tool here called object selection tool, which is very similar to Photoshop. We're gonna choose that. So as soon as you keep it on the subject, it'll show where all it's gonna select. All you have to do is you just have to click on it. Alright, once the image is selected, you can see that a few of the things are not selected in the image. To fill that, you're gonna again choose the same tool. Below that, you'll find a selection brush tool. So we're gonna just click and drag so that it will be selected. And then we're gonna copy and paste it in the new layer. And when we hide the image, and you can see that we have taken the PNG image from there. And then we're gonna choose this tool and we're gonna click to unselect. Alright, we're gonna bring this down and we're gonna increase the size and place it somewhere here, and we have to add few effects to match the image to the background. We're gonna select the image and then we're gonna go to adjustments. So we're going to choose split toning. Here what we're gonna do is we're gonna decrease the shadow saturations. You can see that it's getting the reddish tone, and then we're gonna adjust balance over here. So when you're done, we can just cancel that. So when you add any effect to the image, it's also applied to all the layers. So to avoid that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select that effect. We're gonna click and drag and place it on the image so that it'll go inside the image and it'll just add it to the image. It's like the same concept we use it in Photoshop by doing the clipping mask. When you want to access the effect, you can just click here, drop down button, and you'll find the effects over here. So I'm gonna choose the image again. We're gonna add the noise to this as well. We're gonna go to filters and we'll find add noise, and then we are going to increase it until it just matches the background. not too much. So once you're done, I'm gonna click cancel. Alright, then now let's see how to add this number with this brush stroke effect. So we have to choose again, go to vector, and we're gonna choose a text, and let's type the number. Let's place it over here, and then so I'm gonna choose the font over here. The font I've added over here is called Fiorillo. You can find it in Google. So I'm going to align it in the center. To do that, you can choose here alignment, and then I'm gonna change this color to the background color. Choose the font and go to this picker tool, and your color is chosen over there. To give that stroke effect, what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose the pencil tool. So I'm doing it with mouse. You can also do it. There's no stress on that. So when you created that, just choose the strokes carefully and group it together, and then now we're gonna change the stroke color to white, and you'll have a session over here, path brushes. Choose that, and you'll have plenty of options to choose from, and then you can choose whichever stroke fits well. I'm gonna go with this. It looks realistic, and choose that and adjust it. To create that bottom shape, again I'm gonna choose a rectangle tool and create a small shape, then change the color to red, and then choose the pen tool, click and drag to create a line, change the color of the stroke. The good thing about the Affinity is choosing the colors and all these interfaces really easy compared to Illustrator and Photoshop. And then choose that, and we're gonna go here and increase the stroke. To remove that rounded corners, you can just go here in the stroke, and you can just click this, so it will be removed. Hold Shift and Alt, click and drag to make a duplicate of it. Then choose all three, Ctrl G to group it together. Then we can line it just below the text. Next thing, we're gonna create this X. You can create it as we did the 24 text, or to make it easy, you can also get this in free pick. All you have to type is brush stroke X, and you'll find a plenty of options. You can download the EPS file, and you can just drag and drop it in Affinity, and you can use it as we do it in Illustrator. So I'm going to quickly copy this, place it over here, and let's choose that and send it behind the image. And finally, all these small detailed elements, again you can find it in free pick. All you have to type is Brutalism shapes, and you'll get a plenty of shapes similar to that. Again, download the EPS file, and when you drag and drop it in the Affinity, so I'm going to show you. Imagine you have a EPS file, you can just drag and drop it here like this, and you'll get a file like this. So we're gonna just click copy, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, so it will be pasted over here. You can see that. Then you can use it to arrange the layout, since we have already added over here. So if you've got an idea how to do it, so no need to waste the time over there. So we can just copy that and let's paste it, let's center align it. So that's how you do that. So finally we have a text. Again, it's a small title and a paragraph. It's pretty easy to create that. Additionally, what I've added is you can see that there is a small smoke effect over here. It's very similar how we do it in Photoshop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna download the image. You can download the smoke image from the Google, and then you can just drag and drop it, increase the size and place it over here, and choose that, and you can go to blend option and choose for screen, and you can see that it's all the black background is removed. We just have the smoke over here, so you can place it however you need. We have almost completed it. To give this final poster effect, as we do it in our videos, search for poster overlays in Pinterest, and you'll get a plenty of options there. So you can download any one, and you just have to drag and drop it, and then increase it to cover the layout, and then choose that and do the same thing. Go to blend, click on screen. If it's too much, you can just choose that and reduce the opacity. So when you're done, just choose that and go to file, export. You just have to wait for some time it to load. Once it's done, it will show the preview, and you can export it and use the design. And that's all for this video. If you found this video useful, then don't forget to subscribe and give a like. Alright then, I'll see you in the next one.